Blessings and welcome to the Priestess Prophecies. It is Priestess Melissa. Thanks so much for joining me once again. We're going to get into our cards today and see what is going on with the witch's wisdom. We all love to get a little bit of that mystical action up in the spread, right? So we're going to get the witch's wisdom card to see what is the overall energy that we're looking at or what we need to be aware of today, perhaps. And then we'll get some tarot cards around that. Will be the Crystal Visions cards that we'll be using today for that to get our Celtic cross spread. And then we will get one of the Witch's Kitchen cards to top it off to see what is that, special herb or ingredient, if you will. What is coming out and what is that energy of that particular ingredient telling us today in relation to everything else that comes out. All right, so that's going to be kind of like our advice and wisdom looking forward. Guys, thank you so much for joining me once again, and always with your energy. Remember, these readings are timeless, fluid. Timing is fluid, so these readings can apply at any time, past, present, or future. May apply to you or the person that you're listening for, or trying to find out information about a situation on. Here we go. Let's take a moment to thank our angels, way showers, and guides for bringing these messages through. We honor you, Great One. Taking a couple of nice, slow, deep breaths. Relax. And exhale. Yes. How has the new moon energies been treating you? Let me know down in the comments below. I'd definitely like to know. I've been going through a lot of transformation myself. I think I definitely resonated with the air sign reading that I did. If you guys missed it, don't forget to go over onto the Priestess Prophecies, on YouTube, depending on where you're seeing this from. And just watch those videos that I did on the elemental signs for air, fire, water, and earth, and see how those messages may resonate with you in your shift that you're going through today. So once again, thank you for your likes, your subscribes. First of all, help my channel to grow, but your energy, then I can tap into more fluidly and be able to get some messages that should be able to help you within these readings that I do. Now, keeping in mind that these are general readings, if you do want a private reading, don't forget to reach out to me by DMing me at the Priestess Prophecies on Facebook. What is going on? Well, that was pretty quick. Watchtower of the West in autumn. So I feel like a lot of us are really thinking today about how can we bring that harvest in. We've got that. I know when I think about fall, for instance, that's, first of all, my favorite time of the year because it kicks off my birthday. And that's just before Halloween because I'm a Libra. We talked about that in the air sign reading if you watch that. But in any case, I really love that time of the year, just how it's not too hot. Everything starts to cool down. Everybody's kind of getting together more. And, again, this is also a time of abundance when we think about the harvest season, right? And the autumn and the fall. So the Watchtower of the West, when I look to the west. So I'm getting more and more energies of Led Zeppelin, Stairway to Heaven. That's been coming to me a lot within the past month or so. And it's very interesting how this is coming out today. And it's talking about, looking to the west, and when we think about that end result, bringing in the harvest, and the west is kind of like where the sun sets and all of that dusk. And that's kind of like that energy, that color that's in this card, right? Well, let's read the card today and see what it says. Calling upon the guardian of the gatekeeper of the West. This season of autumn brings you regeneration as it works in conjunction with the element of water. By visiting the Watchtower of the West, you are being assisted to enhance your psychic abilities as your emotions heal and become balanced, while nature starts to turn within itself. Reflect on where you have been and what has been done during the preceding months. So what work have you put in to allow for everything to come to pass, right? Have you made peace within yourself and been holding those positive thoughts that's going to help you to tap into that energy to bring it all in, right? It says water, allow water to wash over you to achieve the harmonious inner peace and tranquility. The West will open your heart and rein in any oversensitivity. Connect with the king and queen of this season and receive a much needed cleansing, and healing on all levels. You know, I've really been feeling this today because if you've been making any big changes or moves in your life, you know, and maybe these leaves flying around, meaning that, and there has been a lot of wind here, at least in Arizona. I don't know how it's been where everyone else has been, but there's definitely been a lot of wind blowing, and I think about that with these leaves blowing, and it's like a lot of upheaval and changes, and even just within our habits and different things that we may be doing on a daily basis, you know what I mean? It says, again, to connect with the king and queen of this season and receive a much needed cleansing and healing on all levels. The color blue represents the element of water and should be used in accordance with your magical workings at the time of dusk. So we were talking about that energy of dusk, and that is that energy of the west with the sun setting. So it's like we're honoring, you know, everything from the past, allowing everything, you know, to be, you know, I guess you could say what I think about is agitated, you know, brought up to the surface kind of thing. Like maybe it's been stagnated on the bottom and been resting there for some time in that subconscious and unconscious aspect of ourselves. You know, we haven't given the attention to it, but it's still been there, and it's not allowed us to be able to really take advantage of those months before the fall season, you know, to have that harvest come in and really be able to celebrate, right? So again, this is talking about with the color blue, balancing our emotions, because the water element is also part of this. So it says, the color blue represents the element of water and should be used in accordance with your magical workings at the time of dusk. Autumn brings emotions to the surface, wow, in association with this card, the card that flanks this one, and maybe we'll get another card out, look at the top one and see what that's saying. So the witch's foresight says, look deep within to determine what really matters. The old ways that you viewed yourself and others are falling away. Do not let your sensitivity get the better of you. Time for some peace and inner work. Time for you. So this is definitely a time of healing and a time of being able to regenerate yourself, regenerate your emotional aspect of yourself, right? So that you have that strength to move forward. Here is an invocation, an incantation you can say today 3 times. The West brings the water, so it may impart connection and healing, and open your heart. Autumn reflects all that is to reveal. Cast magic at dusk for emotions to heal. This magic is worked with harm to none, so mote it be, there it is done. And that is what we need to do, is put an end to everything from the past that didn't allow things to work out for us. We need to find that stability in our lives. This was the next card on the top. The staff and stability. Thy rod and thy staff, they comfort me. You know, that wisdom that we've learned along these hard roads that we may have been on. But are we ready to leave all of that behind? Allow all of those, you know, droughts to now be watered with our own love, emotion, coupled with that of spirit, giving us that renewed, empowered spirit. Again, at dusk, make sure that you're honoring this time. with that blue energy, with water. Drink lots of water. You know, I see a lot of dryness here. I know myself, I've definitely been parched more so lately. I don't know about you, but you know, this also gives me that energy of the sacral, is what I was going to say. We're really, you know, tapping back into our primordial energy, and many of us have had to go on these, you know, tough journeys, if you will, with different people, with different situations, to be able to, you know, come to the understanding that we can waste a lot of time, and we really need to lean on the understandings that Spirit has offered us. Man does not know better than Spirit, you know. We always have to be discerning when we're working and dealing with people within this earthly realm, because, you know, we're all human, if you will. So we can have that tendency to be less than, but Spirit is always going to offer what is going to help us to be sitting in this energy. Queen of Wands, this is beautiful energy. This is honoring yourself. You know, Wands is all about energy. And we're talking about that we want to bring all of this in. We want to use that wand to our advantage, right? Queen of Wands. And there's the staff, the stability. Standing in our own power, you know, that lioness energy, the tiger perhaps even, that's coming through there today. It's knowing your worth, and it's when people see you, this is how they view you, that they can't just, you know, say whatever or just get over on you, and that kind of thing. You are someone who has definitely gained a lot of wisdom. Nobody's going to get one by on you easily, for sure. Two of Swords in reverse is beautiful to see at the foundation of this, because now we have a clear understanding of what's been going on, what's kept us, I feel, from being able to really tap into this abundance that we've wanted to really move in that direction, down that path. You know, that's one of the things that's been coming out in the readings too, is which path are you going to choose, you know, and there's always time to change the road you're on. Again, you know, that song, Stairway to Heaven, coming out. Because justice in reverse is how you may be feeling today, as far as how situations have been going in your life. You're tired of this injustice, and you understand what's been going on here and what's put you in this place. The past energy coming out here today, yeah, the person that left you with all those swords in your back, perhaps, has caused this injustice, but now you see exactly what's going on. And you know, I feel quickly you understood exactly what you needed to do, and you started moving in the right direction. You started taking back that power and doing what you needed to do to right all of those wrongs. Make sure that you're allowing that healing and transformation to take place today, though. That's going to be very key for you being able to move forward into having good things in your life after all of these bad things have happened, you know, after all these people have perhaps deceived you, lied to you, and left you feeling like you don't know who you can trust. You know what I mean? But again, with the Two of Swords in reverse in the middle, you've seen everything. I just feel like right now you're still kind of sitting a little bit in all of that energy. This feels very fresh, if you will, to me, with you in your foundation, with this injustice energy, right? And in this mind space energy, or how you see things, you know, kind of thing, is it's taken a toll, if you will, on this transformation process, your stability and everything that you've been trying to work towards. Yeah, absolutely. And you definitely are not trying to entertain any kind of energy that's going to be, you know, putting you in a position for months and months at a time, ending up leaving you in this position, right? And then you have to work extra hard to navigate this path of turning this right side up, right? It's a lot of work, you know, to have to recover from bad relationships or bad choices that we make in general in our lives, right? Better to learn from all of that and not waste all of that time, because, you know, again, Nine of Swords in reverse, it's like, if you don't do this healing process, if you just continue to, you know, be blinded by everything that's happened in the past and allow it to continue to rule your emotions in a sense, you know, because again, emotions is a big part of this. I really feel like there's a, you know, there's a ceremony that you can do where you can write out your emotions about a situation, about a person, like really just get it all out, write it all out, cry, whatever you need to do. And then, you know, you can, at that point, read it, go over it, you know, really release all your emotions around it, acknowledge your emotions. That is part of the healing process. And at that point afterwards, you can burn it, all right, at dusk. Great time to do this. And this is another way that you can honor with that blue spirit and energy, the emotion of your intention to really heal this in your life and allow you to move forth. Now guys, if you're loving this reading, don't forget to hit the like button and leave me a comment about how things are going in your life in regards to all of this. Now, and don't forget, I'm going to do a Romance Angels card at the end of this. I'm going to keep doing that. I do have love messages cards coming too, just so you know. So I'm going to figure out how to get a cool little love reading incorporated into all of this. I will still continue to go ahead and do the elemental readings, and I'll work on incorporating the individual sign readings. If there is something that you guys are liking or that you've seen, let me know. You know, I'm always open for suggestions, and I hope you're enjoying the reading. So let's get our Witch's Kitchen card out today to see what we need to know about all of this. Stability. In autumn, I'm almost feeling a cinnamon energy. Cinnamon. Some people have trouble saying that word. I always think that's cute. St. John's wort has come out today with dispirited. And if you feel dispirited today, like all of your energy has been just sucked out of you and you know exactly what has caused all of this, maybe you need some St. John's wort to help bring up your, you know, emotional state, to kind of help take the edge off of things. Because this, from a, you know, physiological perspective, by taking this, can actually help you to feel better. That's exactly what it's for. So maybe you can get some St. John's wort into your system today and help that process of healing, you know, just so that it maybe doesn't hurt quite so bad, and it helps you to give you a little bit of taking the edge off once again as you're going through this process. Now don't forget to say your positive affirmations and things like that, because the West is talking about not forgetting, you know, everything that you have, that you can access, you know, that there's still waiting for you, that you just haven't even tapped into yet. Maybe you haven't even at all looked at the ways that you agreed to, or that Spirit would like to help you, knowing that this will really allow you to have, you know, the experience that you're really looking for. And sometimes we just have to work within ourselves to, you know, help ourselves to take the right path too. All right, so what is going on with love today? Love for the collective. Ooh, we got two coming out. Wow. Is somebody coming back? And are you going to retreat? Interesting. Yes, I'm definitely getting this energy today though. If we're reading this along with this reading, what I would be concerned about with all of this today is that when it talks about, you know, again, wasting that time, like, you know, this is the time of coming up into spring, so we need to be planting our seeds, you know, and that would be all those, you know, goals and projects and things like that that we're working on, that could be helping our business and different things like that, all those details that we need to be taking care of, that would really help us to be able to grow and have more positive energies, this transformation, the sun energy and all of that. Of course, St. John's wort can definitely greatly help today. But just saying, you know, maybe somebody's trying to come back and kind of pull you away from all of that is what this may feel like today. You know what I mean? So somebody's coming back, but they're behind you. Interesting here, the backs are turned. And it's like, it feels like, again, do you not get that energy that someone's just trying to distract you and take your mind off of things that you may need to really focus on, because maybe you wasted too much time on this situation. Let me know what you think down in the comments, and thank you for liking and subscribing. I'll see you again for another reading soon. Bye-bye for now.